Don't know the best way to spend your Colorado summer? Well, here are 10 activities you could do this summer. One of the best things to do is try a via ferrata, known as the Iron Way, an activity where you clipped in and you scale these iron rungs along a wall. There are plenty of places where you can try a via ferrata, including A Basin, about an hour from Denver, but my favorite would be Ouray, where you can find a few different options. My favorite was going through the canyon. It was a nice way to cool off. Or you could try the one in Telluride. You scale high above the ground on this cliff with views of Bridalveil Falls. Another good option would be to paddleboard or kayak. There's many lakes and reservoirs that you can jump on and float around and explore. Check out some islands, like these ones on Lake Dillon. And most large reservoirs have a place where you can rent a paddleboard or kayak. Just check out their local marina. Something else you could try is climbing. Colorado has many options for climbing for different skill sets, and there's always outfits and people who will help you get into the sport. Another way to cool down on these hot Colorado summers is to go on a rafting trip or just float down the river. There are many outfits that will help you raft major rivers like Clear Creek in Idaho Springs, or the Colorado near Glenwood, or the Blue River near Breckenridge. Pretty much any major river, you're going to find an outfit that will help you go down that river. You could also try something like floating down the river in a tube. Although not always legal, you will find a few places where people like to float down the river, such as the Colorado near State Bridge, or pictured here, Pagosa Springs, or in Golden, Colorado. Just make sure you research the spot and know the water levels are safe and calm enough to go floating down. Down in the description below, you'll find a link to my map. The native map has every place pinpointed where to go floating. And of course, it's Colorado, so another awesome activity is hiking. There are thousands and thousands of miles of hiking trails in Colorado. Now, if you're wondering which one do you want to do, well, that just depends on your skill set. But I have a few videos about different areas of where the best hikes are in that area. And I'll put one up in the corner here on the best hikes within an hour of Denver. Another thing you could try is some off-roading, whether it be a Jeep, Toyota Camry, or a side-by-side. Just make sure you know the rating on the road before you go on it, so you don't put yourself into a dangerous situation. But there are a ton of options, and you can always find an outfit who will rent you a side-by-side or a Jeep. One of my favorite areas to go off-roading would be in the San Juans. There are some old mining roads there that are a lot of fun to explore. Or you could try exploring some desert canyons near Grand Junction. But you'll even find quite a bit of off-roading near Denver, such as in Summit County near Breckenridge, or across the mountains there in Leadville. That whole valley from Leadville to Salida has a good amount of off-roading. There are, of course, plenty of places in Colorado where you can go swimming or cliff diving. Some of the popular cliff diving areas up in the mountains are Devil's Punch Bowl near Aspen, Paradise Cove, or also known as Guffey Gorge near Colorado Springs, and quite a few more of them in this video right here. Another option you could try is getting on a train. There are many old trains that will take you through the mountains, like this one here in Leadville. You'll also find ziplining, of course, and an amusement park, not just Elitch Gardens in Denver, but one in Glenwood Springs or near Colorado Springs. Also, a lot of these parks have caves that you can go in and visit and explore, or old mines. These are quite fun, as they help you cool down and see some of Colorado's history and natural wonder. Besides these paid attractions, there are also caves that are out in the wilderness that are just free, open use. I'll provide a link to those down in my native map. And of course, if you like Colorado, be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos. I only make videos about Colorado, and I know a lot about Colorado. Alright, something else you could try is to go on a picnic. There are thousands of areas to go on a picnic in Colorado. There are many free picnic sites you could go on, or a picnic in the wilderness. There's even outfitters that will set you up with a picnic, make all the food, prepare it all, and set it up for you. Just show up and enjoy yourselves. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching.